Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike with smartoptiontrade.com. It is Wednesday, the 28th of September. This is our weekly recap, our daily recap and midweek update. If you want to learn more about me, link in the description below. Let's talk about what's going on here. We finally had a bounce day in the SPY and starting into a pretty nice day. And, you can see how everything changed. We were pushing down overnight. We were right back to revisiting the lows overnight. We looked like we we're about to break down when the Bank of England suddenly stepped in and they propped up the pound. We talked about yesterday watching out for central banks to start stepping in. This is probably the first of them to step in here at this point. So right now you have this push up here on the SPY, and we've had this nice move up all day long. And here we are on highs of the day and shaking out the top of this range and into this little gap here. And the 8-day sitting here between these at 373.72 area. I would say this is a bullish candle, and this is the type of candle that you should want to be involved in and swing, except we have GDP tomorrow, and that's a problem. The other little thing that bothers me here is on a day like today, if they really thought that if they're really sure they wanted the market here, we would have gotten something better than this very slow, gradual push up. You would have gotten a lot more power and volume in this candle. They would have raged it to the 8-day pretty quickly. That's what it is. And if you want to look around, you can look on the ES. The ES is going to be a bullish engulfing candle at this point. All right, nice look there. You're also going to see this on the NQ. It's a bullish engulfing candle almost to the 8-day. So this is all good to see the other way we look at everything here. The other thing to look at here is the VIX, which is on the lows. There you go, Chris, bring it up. And the VIX, we talked about whenever it closes back in the Bollinger Band, you have a bearish engulfing candle, and it's usually a risk on. It's not, this is where the market is giving us a little bit of an FU and a little bit tough to deal with here, because typically I would say, yep, risk on, let's swing overnight. But tomorrow morning, we have this little thing called GDP, and the market's going to be looking at that hard. Negative 6.6% is expected on that. Last time it was negative 0.6% as well. This is a big number at 8:30, and it's going to move the markets. If it comes in better than expected, that's going to give the Fed more reason to raise rates even more, and the market's going to hate that. And if it comes in much weaker than expected, the market's going to say you're killing the economy, and they're going to cry. So it's probably a Goldilocks number in there somewhere around, slightly negative, but but better than a negative 0.6%. So all this is going on. We also talking about when bonds rally, that will be the time to trade long. Well, bonds rallied nicely today. You had a big rally in bond. And additionally, the dollar got absolutely smoked. That UUP put buyer from Monday, those puts are up 50%, absolutely engulfing, bearish engulfing candle on the dollar. This all is good to see and should lead us to higher price action if this continues. Not the easiest today. Apple had news. They did not really participate today. They're up. They're higher here now late, but they were not leading. Today was led by names like Amazon. We talked about Amazon as a leader pre-market. You have a nice candle there to the 8-day. Microsoft also pushing up for the 8-day here. They had a strong day. Meta had a very strong day. Netflix, which we talked about pre-market because of that upgrade, another huge day. A bunch of people played that. I traded the ES, I traded SPX options today. NVIDIA, the semis roared back to the 8-day. And you can see a lot of names that pushed up into the 8-day. And, so we're at a big spot here. So if you're asking me where we're going here tomorrow and the rest of this week, I lean bullish, but it depends upon GDP and the reaction to it. And that puts it into a high risk environment. So with that said, I'm wishing you all a good night. Nice couple days here in the market. This is a nice relief rally. Let's see if we can build upon this. If we're going to build upon it, you want to take out the 8-day. And if we take out the 8-day, you fill this gap. And then we try to reconnect with the 21-day up here this week up at the 385 area, which could be another very nice move here in the markets. So everybody have a wonderful night, and we'll catch you guys in the AM. And if you want to join us, link in the description below, and everybody be good.